I'm back. So we're here to talk about Marissa, Love is Blind, and she has made a statement on TikTok. Yes, and she writes, Love is Blind season 7 finale spoiler, my 2 cents with the emoji like this. So let me play it for you guys.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for Love is Blind season 7 finale. That came out today. If you have not seen it and you still want to see it and you don't want to be spoiled, keep on scrolling. I'll give you a second. Go ahead and scroll. If you're still here, you're going to get spoilers, and I don't be up in my comments about it or DM.
By the way, she looks really good. Maybe her hair grew a little bit, or she has the dark brown hair. It looks really good. I like it.
Okay, something I wanted to address that I am seeing like some discourse online about like just going through a breakup and begging someone to stay with you. It's very interesting because it made me really think about like what our dating culture is like today, where when someone in a relationship is expressing doubt or is unsure about something, they, either bring it to the partner and the partner goes, okay, like, cool, if you don't know if you want to be with me, bye. And, there's that. Or you have, the person who's feeling the doubts is unsure, talks to other people about it, maybe works through it and is solid in the relationship and everything's fine. There's just different scenarios. Regardless, what I'm trying to say is, what did y'all expect from me? Like, or from anyone who is in this situation, or anyone going through a breakup. When you say you're committed to someone, you want to marry them, and you love them, and it's unconditional, when they come to you, when your partner comes to you with doubts or confusion, what do? Just high five the man and walk away? Or do I sit there and say, well, what's going on? Let's talk about this. You weren't feeling this way yesterday. What's going on? That is not begging someone to stay with them. Asking someone, are you sure, is not begging them to stay. It's saying, are you sure that you feel confident in this decision, or is it something you want to sleep on? It is not a begging. And if you think it is, I can't change your mind, but I just think it's fascinating because in today's society, we're always talking about, like, I want someone to commit, I want someone to be there for me, I want you to be my confidant, my ride and die. But then when you see someone doing that, people are really quick to judge and say, like, I would never. Well, one, would you ever go on TV and put your life, out like I did and be vulnerable? A lot of people wouldn't do that. And it's a hard thing, and, like, not everything was perfect, not everything's pretty, and I wasn't perfect, and that is my 2 cents on that. And so, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the season, saw the beautiful weddings, and, yeah, stay tuned. Spoiler alert.
All right. What do I have to say about this? Now, I agree with her. She went on a TV show, and you got to remember, we're not in her shoes. We're just watching it from our TVs. We're not in the moment. We can't really feel like his body language and we just know as the viewer, I don't know about this. It's not looking too good. But for someone that's in the actual situation, she's with him, she's falling in love with him, or so-called love him, it can be hard. So I get that. I don't think she was begging him. I don't think she was wrong. I don't think how it played out, the breakup itself, we're not talking about beforehand, because you know how I feel on that if you go watch part 1 and part 2 of my analysis. But how I feel, I don't think she was wrong for how she reacted to the breakup. It's natural. If you feel like you're in love with someone, or you're crying, blah, 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 whatever, those are your real, raw emotions. Why hold that in? And then you set yourself up for destruction later when you just think, you know what, whatever, you act like you don't care. And then 6 months down the line, a year down the line, when somebody else tries to come into your life, you're just this cold person and you have unresolved issues. No, those were her raw emotions. She actually cared. She's human. That's okay. She was not begging him. The guy, this was a day before the wedding, and had she not spoke to Ramses, he would have took her to the altar and did it in front of the family, in front of the friends, in front of everybody, and embarrass her even more. So she literally had to pull it out of him, because what I seen on some other article, whatever interview that she did, she said that she had a feeling that something wasn't right. That's your intuition. That's the woman's intuition. So she had a feeling like something isn't right. And that's when they started to have the conversation. So it wasn't like he came to her with that conversation. She felt it naturally. And he's talking in circles. Oh, my cousin, granny, aunt, partner, best friend said, blah, blah, blah. We're having a conversation. Like, what? Yeah, this is why we have to vet these men. Go for a confident man. Just, all in all, go for a confident man. I don't get confidence off of Ramses. He don't even know who he is. And when you deal with certain type of men, it's like you have to do the work. You have to reassure. Like, she was reassuring him. He needed reassurance. A confident man, like, yeah, people need reassurance. Mostly, I feel like that comes with more so women. But when you're doing all the work, you have to constantly reassure someone that's constantly in their head. And then they don't speak. It's like they're scared to speak up. Anytime it was a conversation, it was like, she'll say something and he'll be like, like, he's just taking it in. He's not really saying much. Yeah, he said what he said about the army stuff, but he was not open-minded to it. It was just like, no, we'll get a divorce. Right then and there, That was also a red flag because it's like, so black and white. God damn, like it's so black and white. We're here, we're together. What's going on? So she wasn't wrong. She is not begging him. She asks, "Are you sure?" Because he already seems like an indecisive person anyway. He seems like he don't need. He had to speak to someone to get this, to come to this conclusion. He had to speak to his cousin, mammy, brother, cousin, sister, to come up with this solution. So she's like, "Are you sure?" Opposed to the whole up and down and "Are you sure?" All right, you sure? All right, cool. Wash your hands, keep it moving. I'm sure she'll move on, he'll move on, and that's that. She just wanted to make sure she was sure. But did she beg him? Did she cry? Oh, well, she did cry. But did she beg him? No, please stay with me. No, she was just doing what a natural woman, girlfriend, whatever they were, fiance, would do because she actually cared about him. It's okay, guys, to be human these days. It is okay. Give the girl grace. Like, she wasn't cold about, like, even when you think about Tim and Alex wanted to, plead her case with Tim, but Tim is a different character. Tim is cold. His mind was dead made up. Like, Tim knew. He'd been knew since Mexico, like, it was a no. But with Ramses, she didn't know. He knows himself. And it just happened within the span of 24 hours. It's right before they were about to get married. So, poor Marissa, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Let me see. I was seeing what other videos she has on her TikTok that could possibly relate. She has 2 million views off of that video, too, that she wrote about the spoiler. But I can't wait for the reunion just to see I want to see what Ramses has to say. I want to see what else happened. I hope she did not pull... What's the girl from last season? Clay, Amber. I hope she didn't pull an Amber. You over there on Thanksgiving with the dude. Nah. Not when you crying like that on the floor. We don't give those second chances. But in the moment, yes, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to see if it's something minimal, something big. But honestly, listen, this is how I feel. Ramses did her a favor, okay? Marissa, if you're watching this, Ramses did you a big one, because you do not want to be married to someone that you have to second guess, and you have to wonder, what the hell is he feeling today? Because he's wishy-washy, he's up and down. So he did you a favor. He did you a favor. He's not bad, you're not bad, nobody's necessarily wrong. He didn't want to move forward, and that's okay. That's okay. And you were in love with probably just the idea of him, because when you think about it, when you get clarity and you get yourself out of the situation, do you want someone that's indecisive? Do you want someone that has 2 dreads hanging out of his head? Do you want someone that wears panties? So you gotta think of it like that. Like, think of the pros rather than, in the moment, I'm heartbroken. Girl, you are in law school. You could get you a lawyer. You could get you somebody that, somebody else. It's a million fish in the sea. And I get it. You wanted that fish right there. You wanted that fish. But God is going to reveal to you who's your man. God is going to reveal that. He will. So keep your head up. Keep your chin up. This is just a lesson. Hopefully that it's learned. It's an experiment that they put on Love is Blind. It's an experiment. So we just seeing how this goes. It wasn't no, oh yes, this is for sure, this is that. So I think you'll be all right. If Marissa is watching, I think she'll be okay. You did nothing wrong in that breakup scene, except be a woman. And that's the thing about it these days. Women play a part, men play a part. These days in the world, it's all about city girl this and bad bitch this, and and I'm gonna be so cold, and I have no feelings. Guess what, guys? It's okay to have feelings. It is okay. It is okay. I just want you to sit with that it's okay to have feelings. Now, I'm gonna tell you what's not okay. What's not okay is if you allow yourself to be disrespected, or you play yourself by keep staying in a situation that's not for you after you get the answers. She has feelings, but as long as she's not staying in it with someone that is confused about her, and as long as she's not chasing after that man, I'm pretty sure she packed her bags and she probably never looked back. So that's what matters. We're women. We have feelings. We have emotions. As long as you're not chaotic with your emotions, life happens. Breakups happen. Heartbreak happen. What do you do with that? How do you learn from it? That's what I care about. She didn't beg him. She was more so just Are you sure? Are you concerned? So I don't want people to be beating her up. If anything, the real villain in the situation, even though I said is no villain, but Ramses has some work to do. He has work to do. He came on the show wanting cheeks. He just wanted cheeks. He just wanted cheeks. He wanted to, let's make the clapping sound. That's all he wanted. He wanted cheeks because as soon as he got what he wanted, now it's the hemming and the hawing and the this and the that and the I'm not sure and the da 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 da. He only wanted one thing. That's why I say, ladies, slow it down. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. What are you? I was about to say we, but what are people, women, rushing into bed for? You know what I'm saying? Just slow it down. But before I go into the TED Talk, let me just, that's that. I had to get off my chest. Let's keep it moving. I hope y'all have a great day. Make sure you check out Love is Blind Love is Blind, my review on, everybody, Ramses, Marissa. I have a part 1 and part 2 on them. And still check out, even though that was like about a week ago, check out Alex and Tim, my thoughts on that. Everybody's making Tim to be a villain. Tim is not a villain, okay? Nobody has to always, is not always a villain in the story, okay? As a Virgo, I resonate. If I don't feel the care and I don't feel the reciprocation, then it ain't nothing to cut that off, so Tim is not wrong. Tim is not wrong. He's standing on business. And yeah, just make sure y'all check out those videos. I also do fashion content, so make sure y'all check that out too. So I'm out on this Thursday. Deuces. Bye.